my beauties. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Fit-Me foundation from Maybelline. This is the new Matte and Poreless line. So the prices for the foundation, the liquid foundation is $7.59 and so was the powder. But I got a special buy one get one half off, so I only spent $11.38 on both of these foundations, and I purchased them at Rite Aid. So the color that I bought was the 220. Typically I'm a higher number. Typically I'm a 225, 235, or as I have right now, the 310. So I've had this foundation, let me get a little closer to your hair. I wiggle myself. I've had it since February 5th, but I started using it a week late because I was still trying out the L'Oreal. So technically I've only been trying this foundation out for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. And I have to say, just like the other foundation, the other Fit-Me foundation, I love it. As you can see, this Maybelline Fit-Me line has been with me since the very start of me doing makeup. Actually, my sister got me into this foundation, so it was my very first foundation that I ever purchased. So I love this line. So I'm a bit partial to it. Let's just start there. So I love this foundation. It is thicker in consistency. It matched my skin perfectly. I only bought the one, and it was the one. I only bought one color, and it turned out to be my skin color. And as you can see, well, I mean, I do have bronzer and you know, all that good stuff. I really liked it. And for the price that it is, for the foundation, I can't say any bad things about it. The packaging of the foundation is the exact same as the other formula. It does not come with a pump, so you're gonna make a mess. The powder itself is not heavier than the other formula. Unfortunately, the more you apply of this, the cakier you look. So you have to be very careful with that. I don't know why that is different than the other formula. You don't really need the powder. You can use any powder to set, especially, I have hyperpigmentation. I do have a blemish right here, and as you can see, the foundation didn't cover it. So it's not a very heavy foundation. Both of these combined, it really isn't. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this review, and stay tuned to see how I apply the, Maybelline Fit-Me Matte and Poreless foundation along with the powder. So the foundation color is in 220 Natural Beige, and it just looks like this. The difference is that the wording and some of the design is in like this silvery green color. And I got the powder to match 220 Natural Beige. The packaging is very similar to the other Fit-Me's. I usually am in the color 310, and this is a little dark for me, but I'm either a 310 or a 225 or a 230 when I'm a little lighter. So I figured 220 was fine. I can just add bronzer to it. So the way that I apply this one, it is very thick when it comes out of the container. Unlike the regular Fit-Me, when you pour it on your hand, it just kind of like drips down. This one, I'll show you, is kind of hard to come out. It takes a little longer, I should say. And then when it does come out, see, it's not as runny as the other one. Of course, as I'm saying that, it's running down. So I've already washed and primed my face. The primer that I used was the Mirabella primer. And the brush that I'm going to use is the e.l.f. stipple brush. Just looks like this. This is a dual fiber brush. And I'm just going to tap that into my brush and then a little bit off my hand. And I'm just going to work right from the center. And I'll tell you right off the bat, it feels very different when it's on the skin. It quickly absorbs into the skin, whereas the regular Fit Me, you kind of feel it on your skin, which I don't mind. I mean, I know when I'm putting foundation on, it's not going to be the best, or it's not going to feel the most comfortable. So I am just putting this on, and I like to put thicker foundations with a stipple brush because I feel the stipple brush helps so that you don't apply so much at one time to the face, and it really helps to blend out that small amount that you put on as well. I still get that nice airbrushed look. So I used about a pea-size amount on my face, and as you can see, but you could still see some of my blemishes on my face. But it did cover very well my under eye circles. The foundation is really light and airy. Ooh, I'll stay back here. It's really light and airy. It's not very good coverage, but it's a perfect match for my skin right now. Like I said, I have a couple blemishes and it didn't cover that very well. So I am going to go ahead and apply a second coat. I have hyperpigmentation, so in the defense of the foundation, I really don't expect it to completely cover it. So now we're going to move on to the powder. And the powder, I really don't feel as though the consistency is any different from the regular Fit Me series. Honestly, I don't have one to compare, but I remember that there wasn't great coverage with the other one. So I think maybe this one might have a little bit more coverage, and I don't think it helps with the staying matte and staying poreless end of it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the powder. And I'm going to start on my chin where you see more of the blemishes, and as you can see, there isn't any extra coverage. I'm actually using my e.l.f. powder brush for this, and it's a flat top brush. And I don't know, I mean, you guys are seeing me apply it, so does my skin color change with it? I don't think so. I don't think it adds any extra coverage with it. It does leave my face pretty smooth. On camera it looks really good, but in person I am starting to look a little cakey. So, you know, I'm powdering my nose and stuff over my eyebrows, but you can still see I'm a little shiny here, a little shiny on my nose, and a little shiny on my chin, which was not any different than the regular Fit Me foundation. It was the exact same thing. So, as far as coverage, I feel it's the same. They're equal one to the other. It has minimal coverage. You kind of have to pack it on. But then there is no medium between cake face and normal face. And also, the powder isn't any different in coverage. This foundation says that it's normal to oily skin, which is what I am. And it says that it's matte and poreless. For me, if I don't wear a primer, you can always see my pores because they're so large. So the point of this being poreless only works or only is true if I wear my primer underneath. It does last a lot longer. That's about the most significant difference in the two foundations. This one, the regular Fit-Me foundation, I would probably get oily within the 3rd or the 4th hour, and it would start to break up around my nose and get really shiny, and I'd have to like blot and stuff. But with the new Fit-Me Matte and Poreless, that does not happen. It does not break up around my nose, and I don't get as shiny. But as you can see, I just applied this on camera and I'm already shiny. So, but I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't think there's that much of a difference between the two foundations. So the fact that they're saying it's a new formula, this, that, and the other, for me really isn't that much of a difference. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my makeup and I'll be right back.